My dear child, I need you to stop everything right now and pay very close attention to what I am about to say to you. This is the sign you have been asking for. This is the answer you have been hoping to receive. Please do not look away from this. Please do not close this and move on to something else. And please do not tell yourself that this is just a lucky accident or something that happened by chance. Because I want you to know from the deepest part of my heart that nothing about this moment happened by mistake. Not a single part of this is random. Not a single word you are reading right now showed up in your life without a reason behind it. I am the Lord your God, and I have set up this very meeting between my heart and yours. Think about that for a moment. The creator of the entire universe, the one who hung the stars in the sky, the one who painted the sunset and filled the oceans, that same God has placed these exact words right in front of your eyes on purpose. I did this because I love you. I did this because you have been crying out to me, and I refuse to stay quiet any longer. I place these words here as a holy and sacred answer to the deepest cry that has been living inside your heart. You came to me and asked for proof. You asked me to show you that I am real, that I am listening, and that I still care about your life. And right now, in this very second, I am giving you that proof. You begged me for a sign, something you could point to and say, yes, God is still with me. Well, here it is, my child. This is your sign. You do not have to look any further. You do not have to keep searching. The sign is right here, right now, in these very words that are reaching your heart. You have been longing for comfort. You have been hoping that someone would tell you that you have not been forgotten, that you are not invisible, and that your life still matters. I am now speaking straight into the deepest part of your spirit to tell you something that I need you to believe with everything you have. I have seen you. I have watched over you every single day. I have heard every single word you have spoken to me, even the ones you barely whispered. And I have never, not even for one tiny second, left your side. I have been right here with you through all of it. This is not something that happened by luck. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment, which means it was planned by heaven itself. It was written down in eternity long before time even started. It was marked and saved for this exact moment, the moment when your heart would finally be ready and open enough to receive what I have been preparing for you all along. I knew this day would come. I knew you would be here. And I made sure everything was in place so that you would not miss it. I have always seen you. You have asked me the same questions over and over again. So many times you have looked up toward the sky with tears in your eyes and whispered, Lord, do you see me? Do you even notice that I am here? Do you hear my voice when I talk to you? Do you care at all about what I am going through right now? And every single time you asked those questions, my heart broke for you, not because I was angry, but because I wished you could see how close I have always been. So let me answer you right now with complete and total honesty, with a certainty that cannot be shaken or moved. Yes, my child, I see you. I have always seen you. There has never been a moment in your entire life when my eyes were not on you. I see you when you are happy and smiling. I see you when you are sad and crying. I see you when you are strong, and I see you when you feel like you cannot take one more step. I see all of it, and I love you through all of it. Yes, I hear you. Every single prayer you have ever prayed, whether it was loud and bold or soft and shaky, reached my ears. Every time you talked to me, whether in a church building or alone in your bedroom at night, I was listening carefully to every word. Your voice is never lost in the noise. Your prayers never get mixed up or forgotten. I hear you clearly, and your words matter deeply to me. And yes, I care for you. I care for you with a love that is deeper than the deepest ocean and wider than the biggest sky you have ever seen. My love for you stretches farther than your mind can imagine. It is bigger than any problem you face. It is stronger than any fear you feel. It is more powerful than any enemy that comes against you. My love for you has no end, no limit, and no conditions. Every whisper of prayer that you have sent up to me, I caught it. Every sigh that came from your chest, the kind that was so heavy that you could not even find the right words to say, I understood it completely. Every tear that fell from your eyes in the quiet of the night, when no one else was watching and no one else knew you were hurting, I collected those tears in my hands. I held them carefully because they are precious to me. Your tears are not wasted. They are not meaningless. They tell me the story of your heart, and I treasure every single one. Not one moment of your pain has been overlooked. Not one second of your suffering has gone unnoticed. Not one trial, not one hardship, not one struggle has escaped my attention. I have been watching over every part of your journey, and I have been keeping track of everything you have been through. And today, right now, I am answering. This is the response from heaven that you have been waiting for. This is the moment when heaven touches earth in your life. This message is for you. Do not let the enemy, the one who wants to destroy your hope and steal your joy, trick you into thinking that this message is meant for somebody else. Do not let him whisper in your ear and say, "This is nice, but it is probably for someone who deserves it more than you." No, my beloved child. That is a lie. This message is for you. It was designed for you. It was written with your name in mind. I am speaking directly to your heart, your soul, and your personal journey through life. I am breaking through all the noise and chaos of this world to reach you. I am pushing past every distraction, every worry, every doubt, and every fear that has been crowding your mind. And I am telling you, face to face and heart to heart, that I have heard your deepest cry, the one that lives in the very center of who you are. The cry that says, "Please, God, do not forget about me." I heard it, and I have come to give you the answer you have been longing to know. You are not abandoned. Let me say that again so it sinks deep into your spirit. You are not abandoned. You have not been thrown away or left behind. You have not been pushed to the side or put on a shelf to be forgotten about. You are right here in the center of my heart, and that is exactly where you will stay. You are not overlooked. I know sometimes it feels like the whole world passes you by. I know sometimes it seems like everyone else gets noticed, and you get left in the shadows. But I see you standing right there, and I am shining my light directly on you. You are not invisible to me. You never have been, and you never will be. And the miracle you have been waiting for, the one you have prayed about so many times that you lost count, is already unfolding. It has already begun. The wheels are already turning. The pieces are already moving into place. You may not be able to see it with your eyes just yet, but I promise you, it is happening right now behind the scenes of your life. The enemy wants you to doubt this. He wants you to question everything I am saying. He wants you to scroll right past this moment and treat it like it is ordinary and unimportant. But I am warning you right now, my child, do not turn away from this. If you dismiss this word, if you brush it off and move on without letting it settle into your heart, you will miss the very blessing that I have carefully lined up for your life. Everything has been arranged, everything is ready, but you must receive it, you must believe it, you must hold on to it. So stay with me, do not leave. Listen to every single word that follows, because hidden within these words is the key you have been searching for, the answer to the question that has kept you up at night, the solution to the problem that has felt impossible, the breakthrough that has seemed so far away. It is all here, wrapped up in this message, waiting for you to unwrap it with faith. I know what you carry, my child. I know the weight you have been carrying on your shoulders. I know it feels so heavy sometimes that you wonder how you are still standing. I know the burden that presses against your chest when you lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep, because your mind will not stop racing. I know the fears that sneak into your thoughts when everything gets quiet, whispering terrible things to you. Those fears tell you that nothing will ever change. They say your situation is permanent and that you are stuck forever. They whisper that your prayers are just empty words that bounce off the walls and disappear into nothing. They hiss that your dreams are slipping further and further away from you, like sand falling through your fingers no matter how hard you try to hold on. Those whispers feel so real, so convincing, so powerful. But I am here right now to tell you that every single one of those whispers is a lie. They are not true. They do not come from me. They come from the enemy, the one who wants nothing more than to keep you trapped in sadness and hopelessness. He wants you to believe that your life will never get better. He wants you to give up. He wants you to stop praying, stop hoping, and stop believing that I can do the impossible. But I am breaking those lies right now with the truth of my word. I am smashing them to pieces. I am tearing them down like walls made of paper. Because my truth is stronger than any lie the enemy can create. And here is my truth. I have not left you behind. I have not forgotten about you. I have not delayed my answer because I am mean or because I do not care about your feelings. The reason things have taken longer than you expected is because I was preparing you for something that only now you are ready to receive. I was getting you ready on the inside. I was making your heart strong enough. I was making your faith deep enough. I was making your spirit steady enough to handle what I am about to give you. And I want you to know this with complete confidence. What you're about to step into, what you're about to experience, what you're about to receive will make every single season of waiting feel completely worthwhile. When you see what I have been preparing, you will look back on all those hard days and say, now I understand. Now I see why God asked me to wait. It was all worth it. I was always there. Look back over your life, my beloved, and try to see things from my point of view. Try to see how I have carried you even during the times when you were completely sure you were walking all alone. Do you remember those nights when you cried so hard and for so long that you had no strength left in your body? I was right there with you. You could not see me, but I was cradling you in my invisible arms, holding you close, and whispering hope into the deepest part of your spirit. Do you remember the times when the storm in your life was so fierce that you truly believed it was going to destroy you? When the waves of trouble crashed over your head again and again, and you thought you would drown? I was your anchor during those storms. I was the one holding you firm and steady so you would not be carried away. I was the shield standing between you and the destruction that tried to reach you. The storm raged, yes, but it did not take you under. And the reason it did not take you under is because I would not allow it. Even during the times when you were silent with me, even during the moments when you were full of questions and doubts, I never once turned my back on you. I never walked away. I never got tired of waiting for you to come back to me. I was patient, I was kind, I was constant, and I was right there, loving you through it all. And now, with all the power and authority of heaven behind my words, I declare something wonderful to you. The season of silence is coming to an end. The long, painful chapter of waiting is closing. A new chapter is opening, and it is filled with answers, blessings, and breakthroughs that will take your breath away. The door you have been standing in front of, the one you have been knocking on again and again, is finally swinging open. And the miracle you thought was denied, the one you almost gave up on, is making its way to you right now. This is your sign. This is the confirmation from heaven itself that your cry has reached the throne of God, and that my powerful hand is moving on your behalf. Things are changing, circumstances are shifting, and the answer is closer than it has ever been. The purpose behind the pain, I know the questions that have been haunting your mind. They keep you awake. They follow you through the day. They sit heavy on your heart like stones. Why did it take so long, God? Why did it have to be so hard? Why did this happen to me and not to someone else? Hear me now, beloved child. The delay was never a punishment. It was never because you did something wrong. It was never because I was angry with you or trying to teach you a lesson through cruelty. The delay was preparation. It had a beautiful and holy purpose, even though it felt painful and confusing at the time. Every tear you cried watered the ground of your faith, helping it grow deeper and stronger. Every trial you faced carved deeper roots into your soul, roots that will keep you standing tall when future winds blow. Every loss you experienced refined you the same way fire purifies gold, burning away the things that were not pure so that only the real, beautiful, and valuable parts of you remained. You thought you were breaking apart, but the whole time I was building you up. You thought you were falling to pieces, but I was putting you together in a new and better way. You thought you were being forgotten, but I was quietly and carefully shaping your future in a secret place where no one could see what I was doing. What you could not see with your human eyes was that I was working behind the curtain of your life. I was arranging circumstances. I was moving people into the right positions. I was shifting seasons and changing timelines until everything would come together at exactly the right moment. I was like an artist working on a masterpiece, carefully placing every color, every line, every detail in just the right spot. And you could not rush me because the painting was not finished yet. But now, my child, the painting is complete. The masterpiece is ready to be revealed. And that is exactly why I brought you here to this very word, so you would not miss the moment of unveiling. This is not just another message you stumbled upon. This is the appointed time. This is the answer you have been searching for. This is the sign you asked for during all those dark and lonely nights. Do not doubt it. Please do not let your mind talk you out of believing it. Do not reason it away by telling yourself it is too good to be true. How many times did you whisper quietly in the darkness of your room, God, just give me one sign? Just one small sign to show me you are still here. And how many times did you beg, Lord, if you are still walking with me, please let me know somehow. And now I am answering you with the full power and authority that belongs to me. I am with you. I am on your side. I am fighting your battles for you. And I am clearing the road ahead of you so you can walk forward without stumbling. This message right here is your proof that your prayers have not been wasted. Not a single one. You did not give up. The enemy tried everything to make you quit. He threw obstacle after obstacle in your path. He whispered lie after lie into your ear. He tried to convince you that I was silent forever, that I had stopped listening, and that you should just settle for a life that was less than what I promised you. He wanted you to lower your expectations. He wanted you to shrink your dreams. He wanted you to accept defeat and walk away from everything I put in your heart. But you know what, my child? You did not quit. And that fills my heart with so much pride and joy. You held on. Even when your grip was weak and your fingers were slipping, you did not let go. You stayed faithful. Even when your hope went up and down like waves on the ocean, you kept coming back to me. You kept praying. You kept believing. Even when believing felt almost impossible, you chose to trust me one more time. And because you stayed, because you refused to walk away, I am now rewarding your faithfulness. The reward is bigger than you think. The blessing is greater than you imagined. And it is coming now, not in some faraway future, but now. Rise up and move forward, my precious child. You need to understand something very important. This message is not just about making you feel comfortable and warm inside. Yes, I want to comfort you. Yes, I want to wrap you in my peace. But this is also a call to action. I am not giving you this sign so you can sit down, relax, and do nothing. I am giving you this sign so you can stand up, so you can rise to your feet, so you can step forward with bold and courageous faith, and so you can reach out and grab hold of the miracle that will not be stopped. Do not let fear freeze you in place. Fear is like ice that covers your feet and keeps you from moving. But my love is like warm sunlight that melts that ice and sets you free. Do not let doubt put tape over your mouth and silence you. Your voice matters. Your prayers matter. Your declarations of faith matter. Do not let the opinions and voices of other people drown out what I am declaring over your life. What they think does not change what I have said. Their doubts do not cancel my promises. This is between you and me. Nobody else gets a vote. Nobody else gets to decide what I do in your life. I am sealing this word inside your heart like a treasure locked in a safe. Keep it there. Protect it. Hold it close to you. Let it be the fire that pushes you forward when you want to stop. Let it be the anchor that keeps you steady when life tries to shake you. Let it be the bright light that shows you which way to go when the path ahead seems dark and confusing. When the enemy comes back tomorrow or next week and tries to make you question what happened today, remember this moment. When fear taps you on the shoulder and says it was all just a lucky coincidence, remember my voice speaking to your heart right now. When doubt creeps in and whispers that this message was really meant for someone else, remember how these words touched your soul so deeply that tears came to your eyes. That reaction was not an accident. That was me reaching into the deepest part of who you are and letting you know that I am real and I am here. I have always been working. I am the God who speaks in whispers when the world is too loud. I speak through gentle nudges, those little feelings in your heart that point you in the right direction. I speak through signs that you sometimes thought were too small to notice. That sudden feeling of peace that washed over you right in the middle of a chaotic and stressful situation, that was me sending calm into your storm. That door that swung open right when you thought everything was lost and there was no way out, that was me making a path for you. That unexpected word of encouragement that someone spoke to you at the exact moment when you were about to throw in the towel and give up completely, that was me putting my words in their mouth so they would reach your ears at just the right time. And now, this very message you are reading right now, this is me too. I am the author of this moment. I am the one who arranged every single detail to bring you to these words at this exact time on this exact day. Nothing about this is random or accidental. It was written into my plan for your life before you were even born, before your parents held you for the first time, before your first breath. I knew this day would come, and I prepared for it. You asked for a sign, and I, the Lord your God, am telling you clearly and loudly, this is it. This is the sign. Stop looking for another one. Stop waiting for something more dramatic. This is my answer, and it is enough. The hidden work of God, my beloved child, lean in even closer to me now. I am speaking to you with a love that no ruler or measuring stick could ever measure, and with a voice that carries the power of forever. I have watched every tear roll down your face, even the ones you quickly wiped away so nobody would see you crying. Even the tears you shed in the shower where you thought no one could hear your sobs. I saw them all. I watched over you through every single sleepless night, when your thoughts ran wild like horses you could not control. When your heart ached with questions that were too heavy for one person to carry alone. When you tossed and turned and stared at the darkness, wishing morning would hurry up and come. I was right there beside your bed, watching over you like a parent watches over a sleeping child. I heard every whispered prayer, even the ones that were so quiet and so small that you honestly thought they dissolved into the silence like smoke disappearing into the air. I want you to know that not a single one of those prayers vanished. Not a single cry went unheard by me. Not a single moment of your pain went unnoticed by heaven. I was with you through every second of every minute of every hour, holding you, keeping you safe, and waiting patiently for the right time to show you my hand at work. That right time is now. This is the response from heaven that your heart has been longing for. Your unique journey, I know how many times you looked at other people and wondered why things seemed to come so easily for them. You watched as others received their answers quickly, while you stayed stuck in the place of waiting. You compared your path to theirs and asked with frustration and confusion, Lord, what about me? Why does everyone else get blessed while I am still here, struggling and waiting? My child, do you not understand that your journey is completely unique? It was handcrafted by me, designed specially for you, and it looks different from everyone else's on purpose. I was not punishing you by making you wait. I was protecting you. I was keeping the miracle safe until the right season came. The season when your heart was truly ready to receive it fully, when your faith had grown strong enough to hold on to it, and when your soul was tough enough not to lose what I was giving you. I am not a careless father who hands out gifts before his children are ready for them. I do not pour out blessings too early, because I know that premature blessings can actually hurt instead of help. I release everything at the perfect time. And this word coming to you today is the proof that your perfect time has finally arrived. The tapestry of your life, what you thought was silence, was actually me working quietly behind the scenes. Every night you spent lying awake, thinking I was far away and not paying attention, I was right next to you. Every time you said a prayer that you thought was too small or too simple to matter, I was listening to every word with full attention. Every exhausted sigh, every desperate cry, every moment when you felt weak and powerless, none of it was wasted. I gathered every single one of those moments. I collected them like precious gems, and I wove them into the beautiful tapestry of your destiny. Think of a tapestry as a big, beautiful picture made of thousands of threads woven together. From the back, it looks messy and confusing with threads going in every direction. But when you flip it over and see the front, it is a stunning masterpiece. That is what your life looks like from my perspective. You have been seeing the messy backside, but I see the beautiful front, and it is breathtaking. You felt forgotten, but the truth is you were being written into a story that is greater and more wonderful than anything you could picture in your mind. You felt abandoned, but I was closer to you than anyone on earth could ever be. You thought you were standing completely still, going nowhere, making no progress at all. But the whole time I was moving the heavens on your behalf, rearranging the stars of your destiny. Understanding my timing, child, you must try to understand that my timing is not the same as your timing. My clock does not work the same way yours does, and my ways of doing things are not the same as your ways. You looked at the delay and called it wasted time. But I looked at the same delay and called it holy preparation. You saw nothing happening on the outside and thought I was doing nothing. But I was building strong and deep foundations inside of you that no earthquake could shake. I was teaching you endurance, the ability to keep going when everything inside you wanted to stop. I was strengthening your spirit so it could carry the weight of the blessing I had planned. I was refining your faith, heating it up, and removing all the impurities so that when the answer finally came, you would be strong enough to hold it without being crushed. Do you understand now? If I had given you everything the very first moment you asked for it, it might have been too much for you. It might have overwhelmed you like a flood, or it might have slipped right through your fingers like water because you did not yet have the strength or wisdom to hold on to it. But now, after you have walked through the fire of waiting, after the long nights of tears and the exhausting days of struggle, you are ready. You are stronger than you realize, and I am ready to release every single thing I promised you. The gift of waiting. Do not look down on the seasons of waiting in your life, because they were never meant as punishment. They were preparation. The waiting taught you to lean on me when everything and everyone else failed you. The waiting taught you to listen for my voice and trust what I was saying even when the world around you offered nothing but confusion and noise. The waiting shaped your character. It deepened your ability to see clearly and make wise choices. It opened your heart to receive understanding and wisdom that you did not have before. You were not standing still during those seasons. You were growing roots, deep, strong, powerful roots. Roots like the ones on a mighty oak tree that go deep into the ground so that when the fierce winds blow, the tree does not fall over. Those roots will keep you anchored and steady when storms come again in the future. Those roots will hold you firm when the blessing arrives, and the wonderful weight of it feels almost too much to carry. The waiting was actually my gift to you, even though it felt like a heavy burden while you were going through it. And now, my child, the fruit of that season of waiting is about to be shown to you. The harvest is coming. The reward is near. The beauty that grew from all that pain is ready to bloom. Your struggles were seen, my beloved child. I know the hidden weight you carry deep inside, the struggles that nobody else fully sees or understands, the burdens you keep locked away in the quiet corners of your heart where no one else is allowed to look. I have watched as loneliness pressed against your soul like a dark, heavy shadow. It made you wonder if anyone in the whole world truly understands you. It made you question whether anyone really sees the real you hiding behind your smile. But listen to me now. I saw you when you thought nobody on earth noticed you existed. I was with you when you sat quietly in a room full of people, feeling completely invisible, even while conversations buzzed all around you. I was right there when you wished so badly that someone, anyone, would reach out to you, would listen to your story, would simply show you that they cared. And no one did. And you felt so deeply forgotten that it hurt in your bones. But you were never forgotten by me. You were never unseen by the eyes of heaven. Every ache of loneliness, every quiet longing for real connection with another person, I carried it alongside you. When you felt like nobody valued your presence, like the world would keep spinning exactly the same whether you were here or not, I spoke to the angels in heaven and reminded them that you are my treasure, handpicked and loved beyond any measurement. I also saw the sting of betrayal that cut so deeply into your heart. The people you trusted, the ones you gave your time, your energy, your love, and your loyalty to, they turned their backs on you. They left wounds inside you that words cannot fully describe. You felt broken and shattered into 1,000 pieces. You wondered how the very people you opened your heart to could cause you so much pain. You began to think that maybe you were foolish for trusting anyone in the first place. But I am telling you right now, my child, it was not foolishness, it was love. And loving people, even when they let you down, is never a waste. But while other humans failed you, I want you to know that I never will. I will never betray you. I will never walk away from you. I will never use your trust as a weapon against you. My love is safe, and you can lean into it without fear. You are not defined by what happened. I was there, when you cried in silence after the betrayal, when you played conversations over and over in your head like a movie on repeat, searching for what you did wrong, when you questioned your own worth because of the terrible way someone treated you. I need you to hear this clearly. Your worth is not determined by how other people treat you. Your identity is not connected to their hurtful actions. I am the one who defines you, and I call you beloved, chosen, and precious. No amount of rejection from any person on this planet can erase that truth from existence. Even when they turned their faces away from you, I pulled you closer to my chest. Even when they broke the promises they made to you, I kept every single one of mine. My faithfulness does not depend on other people being faithful. I am faithful because that is who I am, and nothing can change that. I saw your money troubles too. The moments when bills piled up and the weight of financial pressure sat on your chest like a heavy stone, making it hard to breathe. I saw the times you counted your coins carefully, worried, and wondering if there would be enough to make it through tomorrow. I watched the quiet panic that filled your heart when an unexpected expense appeared out of nowhere and you had no idea how you would pay for it. I saw the sadness in your eyes when you wanted to do more for the people you love, but felt like you had nothing left to offer them. And I am telling you now, I was there through every single one of those moments. Every need you faced was recorded in my book. Every time you thought you were going to go under financially, I held you above the water. You did not collapse under the pressure because my strong hand was underneath you the entire time, holding you up even when you did not realize it. The help that showed up at the very last second, the door that opened when you were about to lose hope, the provision that came from a direction you never expected, those were not lucky breaks or happy accidents. Those were my interventions. Those were my hands at work in your life. I was providing for you even when you could not see where the provision was coming from. Healing and restoration, I saw your battles with your health too. The pain in your body that nobody else could feel. The tiredness in your mind that made everything seem harder than it should be. The struggles that were invisible to the people around you but very real and very heavy to you. I was there when you could not sleep because your body was hurting and your mind was racing with worry. I saw the reports from the doctors that left you feeling scared and discouraged. I heard the fears you never spoke out loud, the ones that whispered, maybe you would never get better. I watched you put on a brave face when people asked how you were doing, smiling and saying you were fine even though your heart was full of fear. I was not absent during those moments, my child. I held you when your body felt too weak to stand. I gave you strength when you honestly believed you could not keep going for one more day. Every single breath you took was kept alive by my hand. I am the God who heals. And even though this journey has been long and tiring, I have not stopped working on your behalf. Do not believe for 1 second that I have ignored your cries for healing or overlooked your pain. I am with you in every single moment, and I will bring healing and restoration in my perfect time and in my perfect way. Every prayer was received. I saw the unanswered prayers that sat like stones on your heart. I watched the countless times you came to me in the darkness, asking for things to change, pleading for a breakthrough, longing for miracles that seemed to take forever. I saw the tears that fell when the answers did not come the way you hoped they would. When the silence from heaven stretched on and on, longer than you thought you could handle, you cried out to me, Lord, are you even listening to me? Lord, do you even care about what I am going through? And my answer, now and always, is yes. I was listening to every single word, yes. I care about every detail of your life. But beloved, the delays were not because I abandoned you. They were not because I forgot about you. They were not because I enjoy watching you struggle. The delays were all about timing, my perfect divine timing that sees the whole picture when you can only see a small piece. You prayed, and I started moving immediately, even though you could not see any evidence of it. You asked, and I began lining up every piece of the puzzle, even though the progress was hidden from your view. The reason you thought your prayers went unanswered is simply because the answer was still being put together. It takes time to build something beautiful, and now I am telling you, not one prayer was thrown away. Not one word you spoke to me was pointless. Not one tear you shed in faith was meaningless. I received them all with loving hands, and I have been weaving them together into the fabric of your destiny. Very soon, you will see clearly what I was doing the whole time you thought nothing was happening. None of it was wasted. I validate every feeling you carried during those hard seasons. I do not brush off your pain or tell you it does not matter. I do not minimize your struggles or pretend they were not real. I do not tell you to just get over it and move on without first understanding how deep your wounds go. I was there and I saw everything, every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, every wave of fear. I witnessed it all. And I am here right now to assure you that none of what you went through was wasted. Not a single moment of your suffering was pointless. Every scar you carry will become a story of survival that inspires others. Every tear will be turned into a powerful testimony of my faithfulness. Every loss will eventually give way to restoration that is bigger and better than what was taken from you. Every prayer that seemed to go unanswered will soon be revealed as preparation for something greater than you ever dreamed possible. You have not endured all of this for nothing. I carried you through every storm, and I will continue to carry you into the beautiful future I have already prepared and set aside just for you. So lift your head up, my child. Straighten your shoulders. Push back against the shadows of loneliness, betrayal, hardship, sickness, and delay. Do not let them convince you that you are forgotten, because the truth is the exact opposite. You are seen by the God of the universe. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are chosen for a purpose that matters. And everything you have endured has been shaping you and preparing you for the breakthrough that is now unfolding right before your eyes. Trust me with your whole heart. Rest in my arms and let go of the worry. Hold tightly to my promises because they will never fail you. I am the God who takes pain and turns it into purpose. I am the God who restores what was stolen. I am the God who heals what was shattered. I am the God who provides when there is nothing left. I am the God who sends answers when prayers seem to echo in silence. This is your assurance from the throne of heaven itself. I saw you when you thought nobody in the world noticed, and I will never ever stop seeing you, not today, not tomorrow, not for all of eternity. Walk forward with confidence, so now, my beloved child, do not turn away from this message. Do not scroll past it. Do not let anything steal what I am pouring into your heart right now. This is the answer from heaven to your deepest cry. This is the confirmation you searched for during all those painful nights. This is the miracle that nothing and no one can stop. I am here. I am speaking to you. I am moving mountains in your life. I am keeping every promise I ever made to you. Take this word and plant it deep in your spirit. Let it grow into a fire of faith so strong and so hot that no storm, no flood, and no wind can ever put it out. Because this is truly your sign. This is truly your moment. This is the clear and undeniable answer sent straight from the throne of heaven to your heart. I sent it because I love you more than you will ever fully understand. I sent it because I chose you before the world began. I sent it because I have heard every prayer, every whisper, and every cry. Walk forward now with holy confidence. Step boldly through the doors I am opening for you. Receive with open hands the miracle I have set into motion. Do not look back at yesterday's disappointments, for they have no power over what I am doing in your life today. Do not let the mistakes of the past cloud the joy of the present. Do not give the enemy permission to steal this confirmation from your heart. Guard it carefully. Treasure it like the most valuable thing you own. Hold it close to your chest, because this word will be the anchor that keeps you steady when doubts come knocking at your door. It will be the light that shows you the way when the path feels dark and uncertain. It will be the fire that keeps you moving forward when obstacles try to block your way. This is your sign. This is your confirmation. This is your miracle. You do not need to ask me again whether I am with you. You do not need to wonder anymore whether I hear your voice. You do not need to question ever again whether I care about your life. I have proven it to you in this very moment. I am here. I am speaking. I am confirming everything I promised, and I am moving powerfully in your life right now. Take this truth. Believe it with everything inside you. And live every day from this moment forward knowing that the God of heaven loves you, sees you, hears you, and will never stop fighting for you. This is the undeniable answer you prayed for. This is your breakthrough. This is your new beginning. And it all starts right now.